Good morning, children. How are you? Nana, we have, I think you are fine there. Okay. Yes. In the last class we have read the lesson. Okay, Nana, lesson and we have completed the question answers. Okay, now in the textbook. Okay. So, you are going to do the concept grammar connection. Okay, now that is in the fifth chapter, we are going to learn about the degrees of comparisons. Degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparisons are done by the adjectives. Degrees of comparisons are done by the adjective. Adjective means it describes the noun. What is an adjective? It describes the noun. How that, suppose Rita is there. Rita, how she looks? She looks beautiful. Here describing what is your adjective. Rita is very beautiful. Ram is very tallest boy in the class. Raju is a shorter boy in the class, or Raju is very short in the class. Like that. We are going to learn about the degrees of comparisons. Without adjectives, we cannot do the degrees of comparisons. Without adjectives, we cannot form the degrees of comparison. There are three types of degrees of comparison. There are three types of degrees of comparison. One is positive degree, comparative, and superlative. See here, what I told you, degrees of comparisons are done by the adjectives. Adjectives are your describing words, describing the noun. Understood? Here noun it may be name of a person, place, thing or animal. Okay now. Here adjective is used to describe the person and the noun. Okay, sorry, noun. Here this degrees of comparison are done with the, here we are going to compare means in the positive degree we will be talking about only one person. Whereas in the comparative degree, we are going to talk about the one or more than one. One or more than one. Compare two or more nouns. Okay now. Third one, in the superlative, name itself it is a superlative. Superstar, you know. In the same way, superlative degree. You are going to highlight only one among the whole. One among the, only one. You are going to highlight only. You are going to bring a name to only one person among the whole. And that lonchi, full, suppose example, I am going to declare only the first rank in that whole class. We are going to highlight only first rank in the class. Understood? So here we are only comparing, in the comparative degree we are comparing two persons, whereas in the superlative degree we are going to highlight only one person among the whole. One person among the whole. Okay, no. So degrees of comparisons are done with the adjectives. Degrees of comparisons are done with the adjectives. Understood, Nana? Up to here you have understood. Degrees of comparisons are done with the adjectives. Without the adjectives and adjectives. 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 Without the adjectives we are unable to do the degrees of comparison. Okay, Nana. Degree when adjectives are used to compare two or more nouns, use them in three different ways. Forms, that is positive degree, comparative, and superlative. Comparative and superlative. In the positive degree, we are going to talk about only one person, whereas in the comparative degree, we are going to talk about the two persons. We are going to talk about two persons. Whereas in the superlative degree, we are going to highlight only one person. One among everybody. Understood, Nana? For example, I say, see here. Example, Raju is a tall boy. Raju is a tall boy. Okay, na? Tall boy. Here, I am talking only about Raju in the class. I am talking only about Raju in the class. Only one person. So it is a positive degree. Here the adjective is tall. Positive degree. Positive degree. Okay, Nana. When we are coming to the next sentence, Raju is, Ramu is taller than Raju. Okay, Nana? This is your comparative degree. Because I have compared Raju to Ramu. Here I am using two persons. I am comparing here. I am comparing Raju with Ramu. Whereas in the first degree, that is your positive degree, I talked only about Raju there. Only one person I have talked. Okay, Nana? Only one person I have talked. Whereas in the next sentence, second sentence, I am talking about two persons in this sentence. Two persons in this sentence. That is comparative. Comparative. Okay, Nana. Next one, we will see third one. Ravi is the tallest person in the class. Tallest person in the class. Okay, Nana. See here. What I wrote? Ravi is the tallest person in the class. Okay. Now, this is your superlative. I am highlighting only Ravi in the whole class. So, I have given title to only one person. That is first person. That is Ravi. That is your superlative. Okay. Now, I will explain it properly. See here. See, Nana. In the positive degree, I talked only about Raju. Raju is a tall boy. Okay, Nama? This is okay. Fine. Now we are coming to the comparative degree. Ramu is taller than Raju. In the comparative degree, you can easily identify comparative degree by seeing the words er and than. In the comparative degree, er and than is used for the comparative degree. Listen properly. In the comparative degree, er and than is used. Er and than is used in the comparative degree. Understood? For the positive degree, you are going to talk only about the one person. Whereas in the comparative degree, you are comparing two persons here and you are going to use er to the adjective and than is used. Er and than is used. Understood? Okay, now to form a comparative degree, we are going to use er and than. Er and than. Ravi is now see the third sentence now. Ravi is the tallest boy in the class. Here, tallest. Here we are using est. Okay, now? Here we are using est. For the superlative degree, you are going to use est. Understood, Nana? For the superlative degree, you are going to use est. Okay, now? Comparative degree. Comparative degree, you are going to use er is used and than is used. Er and than is used. Okay, Ramana. By saying er and than, you can easily identify the comparative degree. Understood? Er and than is used in the comparative degree. Now in the superlative degree, you are going to use est and you are going to highlight only one person among the whole. Positive degree, when we are talking about the positive degree, you are going to talk only about the one person. Comparative degree, you are going to talk about the two persons. You are going to talk about two persons or two things, whatever it may be. You are going to talk about the nouns. Okay, now. So, in the comparative degree, you are going to use er and than. Okay, now. Er and than. Again, in the superlative degree, you are going to use est. Superlative degree, you are going to use est. Understood? So, degrees of comparison are done with the adjectives. Degrees of comparisons are done with the adjectives. Degrees of comparisons are done with the adjectives. How many types of degrees are there? There are 3 types of degrees. Degrees of comparison. How many types of comparisons? There are 3 types of degrees of comparison. What are they? Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Positive, comparative, and superlative. Understood? In the positive degree, we are going to talk about only one person. In the positive degree, we are going to talk about only one person. Whereas in the comparative degree, we are going to talk about 2 persons. We are going to talk about 2 persons. And we are going to use er and than. Er and than. We are going to use er and than in the comparative degree. Whereas we are coming to the superlative degree. Here we are going to see that you are going to highlight only one person among whole, one thing among whole. Okay na? You are going to highlight. దాన్ని ప్రత్యేకంగా దాన్నే మనం హైలైట్ చేస్తాం. ఒకటే దాన్ని మొత్తం 10 ఫింగర్స్లో ఓన్లీ 1 ఫింగర్ని మనం హైలైట్ చేస్తాం. ఒక ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ తీసుకున్నాం మనం. ఒక 1 to 5 క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. మనం బాగా ఇంట్రెస్ట్గా ఉన్నది ఏదో ఒక బాగా పర్ఫెక్ట్గా యూనిఫామ్, ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్ ద ఫుల్ యూనిఫామ్, దే ఆర్ టాక్ గుడ్, స్టడీయింగ్ గుడ్, డాన్సింగ్ గుడ్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మీన్స్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు హైలైట్ ఓన్లీ 1 క్లాస్ అమాంగ్ ది హోల్. అంటే 5 క్లాసులు తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఒక క్లాస్ మొత్తాన్ని ఒక క్లాస్లే మనం హైలైట్ చేస్తాం. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే వెన్ యూ గెట్ ర్యాంక్స్, ఫస్ట్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇస్ గివెన్ టు ద ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంక్. అండర్స్టూడ్? సో వీఆర్ హైలైటింగ్ ఓన్లీ 1 person అమాంగ్ ది హోల్. హోల్ అంటే కంప్లీట్లో ఒక పర్సన్ని మనం హైలైట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకేనా? అర్థమైంది కదా? మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్తున్నా చూడండి. డిగ్రీస్ ఆఫ్ కంపారిజన్స్ ఆర్ డన్ విత్ అడ్జెక్టివ్స్. దేంతో చేస్తాం మనం? అడ్జెక్టివ్స్. హౌ మెనీ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ డిగ్రీస్ ఆర్ దేర్? There are 3 types of degrees of comparison. There are 3 types of degrees of comparison. One is positive, second one is comparative, third one is superlative. Okay now? In the first degree, we are talking about only 1 person. In the second degree, that is comparative, we are talking about 2 persons. In the third degree, that is superlative degree, we are highlighting 1 person. Whereas in the comparative degree, we are using er and than. Whereas in the superlative degree, we are using est. Understood, Nana? Everybody? You understood or not? So I put the notes in the WhatsApp group now. Another thing is, these tenses are done with మనకి ఇప్పుడు adjectives ద్వారా మనం degrees of comparison we are doing. we are doing degrees of comparison with the degrees of comparison with adjectives. Whereas tenses also we are going to learn. In the tenses we are going to learn, the tenses are made with verbs toti, all action verbs ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి మీ వర్బ్స్. ఆ వర్బ్స్ ద్వారా మనము ఏం చేస్తాం? వర్బ్స్ ద్వారా మనం టెన్సెస్ చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. ఓకేనమ్మా? ఒకసారి చూద్దాం, నెక్స్ట్ చూద్దాం. Wait. See here, page number. ఈ పేజ్ నెంబర్ చూడండి అన్న. పేజ్ నెంబర్ 77లో పేజ్ నెంబర్ 77 ఈ టేబుల్ మీరు ఫిలప్ చేయండి అన్న. కుదిరితే చేయండి, లేకపోతే వదిలేసేయండి. కానీ స్పెల్లింగ్ మిస్టేక్స్ మాత్రం రాయొద్దు. అర్థమైందా? ఓకేనా? చూడండి టేబుల్ పేజ్ నెంబర్ 77. పేజ్ నెంబర్ 77 కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా? దీని తర్వాత మనకి సబ్జెక్ట్ అండ్ ప్రెడికేట్ ఉంది. సింపుల్ సెంటెన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా. ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మనము 6th లెసన్కి వెళ్తాము. ముందు వర్క్ బుక్ కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి నాన్న. నేను పెడతాను వర్క్ బుక్ కూడా. మ్యాక్సిమం మీ రాయాలి. మీరు ఓన్ ట్రై చేయండి. ఓన్గా ట్రై టు డూ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్. అదర్వైజ్ ఐ విల్ పుట్ ద ఆన్సర్స్. ఓకేనా? ఓకే, మనం ఇవాళ టాపిక్ ఏం నేర్చుకున్నానన్నా? Degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison are done with adjectives. How many types of degrees of comparison are there? 3. What are they? Positive, comparative and superlative. Positive degree, we will be talking only about only one person. Comparative degree, we are going to talk about 2 persons. In the comparative degree, we are going to use er and than, because taller than, shorter than, bigger than, smarter than. Okay na? Like that, er is used side by side, than is used in the compare. Er and than is used side by side. Okay na? In the superlative degree, we are going to talk about only one person among the whole. Only one person among the whole. Okay na? ఒకరిని హైలైట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకేనా? అర్థమైంది కదా ఇవాళ టాపిక్. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో నేను సబ్జెక్ట్ అండ్ ప్రెడికేట్ చెప్తాను, సింపుల్ సెంటెన్స్. ఓకేనమ్మా? బాయ్, హ్యావ్ ఎ నైస్ డే. కంప్లీట్ చేయండి అమ్మా వర్క్స్ అన్నీ.